Hello, I'm BrigantiaBlackbird of Blackbird's Brew. Happy Tuesday, and welcome to the commentary video where I'm going to be unearthing a few thoughts I've been having. If you've watched my channel for any length of time, then you know me well enough to know that I like to get straight to the heart of things. If you understand the core principle of something, then you can cut through a lot of the noise and distraction, stick to what actually matters, apply it, and make sure it is implemented. Now, one of the most tedious phrases that gets bandied about is our democracy, as if democracy as a complete system was anything other than mob rule. It's one thing to have a democratic process for certain things, but it's quite another to have an entire governing system based solely on democracy. That's why I want to draw attention to this Benjamin Franklin quote. It reads, "Democracy is two wolves and a lamb voting on what to have for lunch. Liberty is a well-armed lamb contesting the vote." Left to their own devices and a strict democracy, the wolves would gleefully vote to eat the lamb, and they would claim that the lamb had the obligation to submit being devoured, because after all, they're the majority, and the majority is always right, apparently. And this is why the founders did not put a democracy in place, because democracy is just about getting a majority, or the appearance of a majority, because we all know that who votes is one thing, but who counts the votes is quite another. Another issue with the democracy is that there are no guiding principles to it, no limitations, no respect for the rights of the individual. That was the last thing the founders wanted. They understood all the ways in which that goes wrong and how abusive the system becomes. And having just thrown off the fetters of one abusive system, I'm sure they were in no mood to have to deal with another. Now, a republic, on the other hand, is about having those standards, putting limitations on the state, and acknowledging natural individual rights that no one is authorized to just vote away or ignore the moment it becomes inconvenient. Now, this is what Franklin meant about that well-armed lamb contesting the vote. The wolves can vote to eat the lamb all day long, but in the final analysis, they do not have the right to deprive that lamb of life. And the lamb defends itself and its right to life by being well armed. And this is why the Bill of Rights exists. It's a list of don't for the government, as well as principles that individual citizens are meant to really take to heart and consider, and resist that desire to try and control other people. In order for the republic to function, then we must become that well-armed lamb who stands their ground and refuses to allow others to just vote them out of existence. We have several means of doing this. To begin with, we have a court system to fight for our rights. We can run for office to help untangle the unholy mess that our system has become. And if all else fails, we can, if infringed upon enough, exercise the Second Amendment right to resist tyranny. In a republic, the citizen is not without resources to redress grievances and to rectify infringements. The most powerful weapon human beings possess is our mind. Whether we are battling through words or through more physical means, it is all guided by our minds. Our success or failure is determined in large part by our ability to strategize, which is, of course, a mental process. One means of improving our abilities in this area is by studying the wisdom of Sun Tzu's The Art of War. This Thursday, the first book club examining this book will be held on the Discord server Blackbird's Brew. Link to join in the description box below. Discussing this text in a group setting on a voice channel, by the way, will be helpful in learning how to apply the principles when we are navigating conflict of any kind, whether we're facing the proverbial wolves hoping to make us lunch, or we're just dealing with ordinary hiccups in life. If we wish to become that well-armed lamb, that begins first and foremost by fortifying and arming our minds. One of Sun Tzu's tenets is that it is best and preferable to solve a conflict before it reaches the physical level, and once it does, how to bring that conflict to a conclusion as swiftly as possible. He has much to teach us, and I hope you will join us on the journey. Again, if you are interested, there's a link to join our group in the description box below. Again, our meeting will be on Thursday evening of this week. It'll be held at 6:30 Central Time, and we'll just discuss it for as long as we feel like discussing it. So I hope very much that you'll come. But that will do it for this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.